welcome back. Trying to get everything set up here. Give me just a minute. Rachel will be joining us momentarily. There we go. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr.'s in the house. Let me see if I can find this real quick, you guys. I gotta find this live so I can see the comments. Annie Ann says, I'm in the yard. Yes, you are, Annie Ann. Yeah. I was just trying to figure out how to get into the live on your phone.
Oh. Are we live?
We are live. Annie Ann says she's in the yard.
Yay, in the yard. That sounds like you're in La Pinta.
La Pinta. There you go.
Thank you.
All right.
Man,
Whew, what a day,
it's
you
a
guys.
Monday again.
Again.
Hey, check out our tent back there.
It's a nice canopy, isn't it?
All right.
Look, baby.
They're so cute. We have those little 5 kittens, and we're getting them tamed down little by little.
Yes, they are taming down.
Have you said everybody? Mr.
I have
and
not
Miss-
yet because I couldn't see who I was in here yet.
Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. are in the house. I hope it's not too much, you guys. Annie Ann is in the house. Patricia Hunter is in the house. Trish Keene, Dana Mason, Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. in the house.
Tammy Lawrence is in the house.
Kim Campbell, Heather Hopper, BNS Odyssey,
BNS
Beth.
Odyssey Beth is in the house.
Dana Mason is in the house.
If it's too windy, you guys let us know and we'll have to move around the other side of the house.
Julia, Jay Granados is in the house. Annie Ann says it's a little short. Laugh out loud. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little. I mean, it's for the grandbabies now.
Sheila Tubbs is in the house. Says hello, everyone. Rusty, Rachel, and Desi. Let's see. Javita Navarro is in the
Vita Navarro
house.
is in the house.
Rhonda Dotson's in the house. Crazy Elf Master is in the house. Hello, hello. Woo, everybody's here.
Everybody's here. Everybody's doing well, I hope. Mike Birch is in the yard.
He says, here I am in the yard.
I hope all you dads out there had a happy Father's Day yesterday.
Man, that stuff is sour. I forget. Let's see. We did go live for a little bit yesterday. Oh, cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, that's even better yet, huh?
Yeah, only I can't see if we're,
Oh, Annie Ann will tell us if we're frozen.
oh, she will. Let's see. Annie Ann says, I didn't know you was in my neck of the woods until it was too late. Oh, yep, we were there Saturday.
Yeah, and I don't think we were very far from your house either. Come to think of it,
I don't remember.
it's been a minute since we've been down there. Your house, that is. Not...
Annie Ann says, not frozen. Ryan Kelly's in the house, says, hi, guys. Julia says, look like you had an awesome time Sunday, Rusty.
Yes, I did. It was amazing. We had all 4 of our kids here. My mom and dad were here, and 4 of the 5 grandbabies were here. Couldn't ask for a better day.
Emma Nanny says, hello, Robertson's Belly Acres, sitting here watching y'all with my granddaughter, Lily.
Hi, Lily.
Aww. Julia says, look like you had a, great time. I'm rereading, listen. Let's see. Kim Campbell says, rough day, Rachel. Look at that drink. Not at all.
It was actually a quite pleasant day, I think.
Yes, so when the kids all got ready to leave last night, Addie decided she did not want to go home. She wanted to stay with Wella and Papa. So we said, just let her stay here.
Let her spend the night. This is the age we've been waiting on.
So she stayed, and we got to play all day long and eat popsicles, and she ate peppers from the garden, sweet peppers.
She ate that sweet pepper like nobody's business.
Yes. Annie Ann says, you were right down the road from me. Girl, you should have called me.
I didn't think about it.
Well, usually Saturdays are your errand days. I guess we could have, and you would have been out and...
She'd have been out and about. Maybe she had an errand to go to Tractor Supply.
Right.
We didn't know. We
Sure.
we just didn't know.
Charlene Grady is in the house, says hello, Rachel and Rusty. Sheila says
Tubbs is in the house.
that grandbaby was enjoying that pepper out of the garden.
Yes, she was. That baby, wait till the okra comes on. She will pick the okra right off the plant and eat the whole thing.
Just
She
eat
loves
it raw. Yeah, she loves it. Let's see. Addie loved that pepper. Yes, she did. Julia says, I miss sitting around listening to the stories from the older generation. Now that is me. All right. So, how did all your cooking and stuff come out? Did everything go well yesterday? Emma says, Lily said hi. Annie Ann says, I would have stopped by for sure. Oh, Annie Ann, we should have called you. Should have been like, hey, listen, lady. I
Hey.
don't care what you're doing.
Doesn't matter what you're
Yeah.
doing. Drop what you're doing. Come to Tractor Supply. If we go back to that sale again, we'll definitely call you.
Yes, definitely. We'll let you know ahead of time. When I
Yeah.
say ahead of time, it's like as
On
we're
the
leaving.
way.
Yeah.
On the way down there at 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, we'll text you.
No, I'm calling.
Oh.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Our older three used to hate it when we'd turn that on in the morning, blare it on the speakers, and they'd be like,
We've always been ones to torture our children.
that's our job, isn't it?
Yeah,
Isn't that, the job of the parent is to embarrass and harass and torture.
My boys really hated it when I'd be like, up, on your feet, Cody, can't be beat. And I'd keep saying it over and over until he'd get out of bed and he would get so irritated with me. Amos too.
Amos's favorite story about that kind of stuff is one day Rachel gets up, we're getting ready to go, and the kids come down and they start talking, and she says, good morning, I'm not speaking to you unless you're singing. Cody and Allie didn't say a word. Amos finally says, Rachel, where are my shoes?
Patricia says, good evening, Rachel and Russ, and have a great evening.
Thank you.
Patricia Yarborough's in the house. Charlene Grady is in the house. Sheila Tubbs says, hey to Jovita. Let's see. So everybody's saying, hey. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. says, oh my, I love Rachel's evil laugh about torturing her kids. It's so much fun. Annie Ann says, I hated it when my parents woke me up with the radio blaring. Well, when I got woke up with the radio blaring, when Mama was blaring the radio, that usually meant get up and get to cleaning, because we
Cleaning day.
We cleaning today. Yeah. Julia says, better than me, my kids and grandkids hate frozen marbles. Now they jump out of bed with the first ring of the alarm, not the fourth.
Well, you know, then there's that.
Yes.
My dad always threatened to throw ice water on us if we didn't get out of bed. If he hollered, we knew to get up because we weren't going to push him.
Yeah. Petty Jean River Homestead is in the
In
house.
the house. So
Hey, guys.
I have a question for you guys. Rachel and I were just talking about this before the live. And I don't know
how
if
I'm dripping.
it's just us, it's sweat.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know if it's just us or is it everybody that you feel like your life is like you're trying to stand up in a hammock. Yeah, it's just kind of everything's all shaky. Is that just us or is that normal?
Is that a normal thing? Jovita says, my mother would slam doors until I got up. Julia says, you can wipe the water off marbles. Follow you.
Oh, you can wipe the water off. Marbles follow you.
Oh, marbles. Oh, yep.
Yep.
Sheila says, what are you drinking, Rachel? So this is
It's a fruit salad, isn't it?
it's a fruit salad. This is a peach mango margarita with, it's not tahine. I actually, when we were in Texas, we were at HEB and I picked up, it's called Trechas is the brand. And it's like tahine. It's a chili lime rim with chamoy. So, I don't know. It's good. But that Trechas is so much more limey than tahine or than Valentina. And so it's like, I forget. I take a drink. I'm like, mum. But it's really good.
Annie Ann says, pretty normal.
Pretty normal. Okay, good.
Julia says, this is definitely me, Rusty. Trish Keene says, normal for me. Bobita says, I love Trechas.
Yeah, Trechas is really good. I bought the lime salt and the chili lime pepper or chili lime. Yeah, chili powder, and it's so good. Elaine says, I thought it was just me, Rusty.
Well, I mean, there could be worse feelings, I guess. You know, I mean, obviously we've all made it through the standing up on the hammock.
Charlene Grady says, yum, Rachel, enjoy. Absolutely, salud. Says, I bet.
Rambling Peach is in the house.
Hey, she says, I bet the drink is good with this heat. Yes, that was the whole thing. We were like, we're going to go live outside. I'm like, I'm going to go make me a drink and then we'll come out. just a fruity drink
And Sheila
in the
says,
night.
sounds good. Where's mine?
Come on over, Sheila. Jovita says, it's so good on fruit too. Yes. So I like the peaches and mangoes with I like to stop at the fruit stands, right? So getting the peaches and the mangoes and the cucumbers, even the jicama with the chamoy and then the chili lime. And so whenever I was making this, I was like, you know what? That sounds really good. And it comes out so good with the chamoy and the chili lime. A little bit of heat, a little bit of salt, a whole lot of lime.
A whole lot of lime.
Let's see. Petty Dream Jean is saying hey to the Rambling Beach. Everybody's saying hi, hi.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yes. Hiya, Peachy Carol.
Peachy Carol. Peachy. It's not speaking in Spanish. She said peachy.
Peachy.
If
Peachy
you know,
Carol. Because she's the Rambling Peach.
Rambling Peach.
Yes, yes, yes.
She's just such a peach.
She's a peach. BNS Odyssey. Beth says, I wake up with vertigo every morning, so a hammock would be a relief.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Julia says, I'm drinking cranberry juice with mango juice and 7-Up on ice. So refreshing. That sounds amazing.
Just need a little bit of tequila and you got yourself a margarita.
Margarita of some sort. I was reading through Facebook memories and it said, husband, what are you having for lunch? Wife, fruit salad. Husband, looks like a sangria. Wife, that's funny, as she sips her
Fruit salad.
fruit salad. Let's see.
Annie Ann says, don't go there, Rachel.
Beverly Moffitt's in the house. Says, hey, guys. Hey.
Hey.
Rhonda Dodson says, where's Desi? She's out there playing with Layla.
Yeah, she decided that she's going to start working with Layla. She wants to, excuse me, get her to sit and stay. And she's been doing pretty good. She's been consistent with it for the last day. No.
For about a week.
About a week. She's been working with her every day for about an hour or so.
She's got her walking on a leash. Layla already had like sit down and she's learning her name. She's not real good with her name, but she's learning. And Desi's trying to teach her to stay. That's, I think, the next thing that she's working on her with. Shiloh Akers is in the house.
Shiloh Akers
says, hey,
in the
hey,
house.
y'all.
And who was the young lady we saw on the birthday post earlier? You showed me her birthday picture.
Elaine.
Elaine
Yes.
Buchka. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Jovita is sharing links. Thank you so much. You're sharing a Rambling Peach from Georgia. If you guys haven't gone to check out Carol, she goes live right after us at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Jovita says howdy to Beverly. Let's see. Petty Jean says, Jovita, is it hot down there? Oh my goodness.
I
That
can't
is
even
an
imagine.
understatement. Yeah.
Cannot even imagine the temperatures down there. Oh, little gray kitty just ran head first into the wall.
Oh, they're so cute. They're over there playing. And you know when they're little like that and their little tails stay straight up, like when they're running around and playing, their tails are, it's so funny because they're underneath Mama's porch now, and so you just see little tails like running. It's so cute. Uh-oh, I think Desi lost Layla. She lost Layla
To Kanie.
to Kanie.
Put the brick in front of the gate. Put that brick in front of the gate or Kanie will come in.
She said, huh? Let's see. Petty Jean says, we went 2 days without AC. Mike from DD5 fixed it today. Yay!
Thank
I'm
God
so
for
glad.
Mike.
I know, Mike's
He
awesome.
is amazing.
Yes. Jovita says, Bobby, it's so hot down here. The birds are falling from the sky fried. That's hot.
That's hot.
Elaine says, thank you. That was last week. So over it. Whistlestone Homestead is in the house.
In the house. What's up, Ed?
Mike says, yesterday was me and my wife's 20th anniversary. Woohoo! Well, congratulations.
Well, congratulations, Mike.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Happy. Okay, I'll quit.
Okay,
Annie
so
Ann
how
says-
have you gotten her to put up with you for 20 years?
Oh,
Do share the secret because I need to know. I don't know that she can put up with me for 20.
We've been together 14. We've been married for 12 this year.
Yep. 27 years.
27 years. 27 long years. I've lived 10 lives in this 27 years. Let's see. Annie Ann says, are y'all going to Freedom Weekend? We are not.
We are not going to make it to Freedom Weekend. There's just way too much going on up here for us.
A little too far for us to. We have to have somebody that we can trust with the animals, and it's
and
just
the garden
and
the desi.
Yeah, so it's just too far. But and we're kind of saving our trips right now because, you know, no, we can leave you with Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah.
But we're not going to Mississippi. But we would love to be there because I know that
I know it's going to be a
Sid
heck of a
and Mike
time.
are going to put on a heck of a party. So we're going to miss it though. Let's see. Mike says we met in 1979.
Wow, that's awesome.
I was 1.
I was 7.
Elaine says, happy anniversary, Mike and your wife. Trish says, happy anniversary, Mike. Annie Ann says, bummer, I understand. Yeah, I know. Annie Ann, we keep missing each other. Oh, we saw each other at,
Arkansas.
in Arkansas, yeah. Let's see. Rambling
Yes, we
Peach
did.
says, thanks, guys, for the shout out on my channel. You're welcome.
Absolutely.
Trish says, and Mrs. Mike. Jovita says, congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Mike Birch. Shiloh Acres says, laugh out loud, I just got a timeout from a tent camping group for a sarcastic, humorous comment. Then with valuable information, these youngsters just don't know how to tent camp these days. Amen to that. Rusty's been timed out of certain groups for his sarcasm.
I voluntarily removed myself from a chicken group one time.
Jovita says, I was 13 in 1979.
Dang, you're old.
Annie Ann says, mine and Mike's 29th anniversary is in 3 days.
Wow.
Yay, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, you guys.
That's awesome. Is it
I
getting
want to
too
know how
windy?
Mike's put up with you for 29 years.
Whatever. Hey, so is it too windy? I don't know if we're like getting drowned out here. Your phone's pretty good about noise cancellation, but Desi, will you do me a favor? Will you go and grab a straw for me, please?
Where they
Because
at?
In the house.
they should be in the kitchen. They're the blue and the green ones.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
They're
Let's
green like
see.
this.
Dolores says, happy anniversary. Shiloh says, laugh out loud. Don't feel bad then, Rusty. The Rambling Peach says, heck, I was 20 in 1979. Annie Ann says, no, it's only gusts here and there, so it's fine. Okay.
All right.
Ed says, congratulations to Annie Ann. Jovita says, it's good. Okay, I have a question for you guys. I was asked recently, why do I read all of the comments out loud that you guys are already reading? And I was like, I don't know, I guess because I'm reading to Rusty.
I say she has to read them to me because if I read them up here, I'm ahead of her.
Right. So is that annoying? Because I can quit, like we can just kind of read through and then comment or whatever. We kind of let the viewers take control though. So y'all let us know. Let's see where we at. Happy anniversary. Trish said, Mimi B is in the house.
Mimi B is in the house.
Says, hello everyone, happy anniversary, Mike and wife. I'm not gonna talk about how old I was in 1979. Shiloh Acre says, Rob and I celebrated our 15th anniversary on the 12th.
Well, congratulations.
Well, congratulations. Happy anniversary. Man, there's lots of anniversaries. It must be the year. Oh,
It's
is.
June.
It's the month of weddings, right? It's June. Annie Ann says, thank you, everyone. Mike says, I was 14. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. says, congratulations. Auntie Ann ours was 31 years last Wednesday. Thank you, ma'am.
Wow, congratulations on
What'd you do,
31 years.
Nothing.
Oh, you were like,
To pull it out.
oh, you were trying to pull it out?
Yeah,
Okay. It's like that. It's good. Thank you.
it's like that.
Jovita says because we love it. Mike Birch says thank you everyone. Trish Keene says not annoying at all.
Okay, good deal. Well, I don't want anybody to feel left out. Like,
Annie Ann says people love to hear their comments read out loud. It lets people know they are recognized. That's the kind of the way we feel about it, and We talked about that years ago when we first started our lives,
Yeah.
that's the way we would do it.
I'm an overthinker. I was like, oh, well, maybe that is annoying though.
I love that, Shiloh says, I love that you read the comments and are active with us. Yes, interactive with us. Petty Jean Rivers says, I was 16 in 1979 and I spent that summer in Tyler, Texas.
Tyler, Texas.
Mimi B says, once y'all are famous, you won't be able to read all the comments, laugh out loud. They will go too fast. Enjoy it while you can.
I know, right?
Oh, I'm telling you. There's been times we get 100+ people in here and I'm like, I am totally lost.
We're way behind. We end up way behind. Not right now. I'm saying
Nope.
if we get.
Yeah, we do get way behind on them. And sometimes we get to rambling and babbling and
Yeah, something comes up and like, oh yeah, well let's talk about this. But
yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But what was I gonna say? This week's gonna be kind of busy for us. We're hoping to get more material for Mama's house so we can get a video out for you guys on that.
Yes.
There's a couple of big changes coming to Mom's house. I say big changes, they're
Big updates.
big updates. And so, and hopefully we can get some more stuff done here pretty quick. There's a lot going on in the garden, so we definitely need to do a garden tour and talk about the different things that we are trying to get done in the garden.
Yes.
We do have a video coming out tomorrow. Y'all, I'm gonna spill some beans. Rusty has another box, so.
Yeah, then there's that.
But it's an awesome box, so you guys are gonna have to check it out.
Shiloh says, I started kindergarten in 79. Rambling Peach says, Tyler, Texas, home of roses.
Home of Roses.
Jovita says, 79, I was in junior high listening to AM radio.
AM radio.
There is nothing wrong with AM radio.
That's right.
Ed says, I live an hour and 20 minutes from Tyler. Annie Ann says, when there are a bunch of people in the live, then it is perfectly understandable to not read all the comments.
Yes, absolutely.
And sometimes, even if there's only 40 in here, 30, I get behind because I get to jabbering and I get behind on the chat.
Right.
And our biggest thing is we don't ever want anybody to feel like we don't care about their comment or we're not seeing them.
Right.
So,
Even though we're terrible about answering comments on videos.
I'm telling you, I tried. And there's getting to be so many that,
We need to stop and answer them as they're coming in, but sometimes we're filming as we're getting comments, and so we think,
we want to make sure that we both see the comments.
yes, so
So neither one of us wants to comment back.
and then it gets taken out
It
of
gets
that.
taken out of the screen, off the screen. Then you have to go back and change your settings, which I know is all just clicks of buttons. But yeah. Petty Jean says, I got my last race car from Rowlett, Texas in 06.
Rowlett where is Rowlett, Texas?
In Texas.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. So when I was really little, like right after my family stopped doing migrant working, they settled in Roby, Texas. And so I remember Abilene, Sweetwater. I remember those names and kind of remember the place. I was really little. And then we moved to Muleshoe, Texas.
Baby, you're still pretty little.
Yeah. And then we went from Muleshoe, Texas to Hereford, Texas. So, I mean, I grew up in the Panhandle, then from Hereford to Waka, then we're going into
Waka!
Yeah, Waka, Texas, and then up to Groover, Texas, and then moved to Oklahoma. So I moved to Oklahoma when I was 13. So, and been here since, but yeah.
Mr. and Mr. Walter Job Jr. says, Rusty, is your nephew improving? As far as I know, he's doing a lot better. They are on vacation in California right now. Trish Keen says, I sometimes have trouble reading, so it helps me keep up.
Nice.
That's awesome. Annie Ann says, it always cracks me up when I get a ton of notifications that y'all have hearted my comments.
That's when you know that we're like, it's too hot. We're just going to chill out. Or I'm like, I'm in the Matrix. So Rusty's like, I'm just going to answer comments. And then he's like, art. Well, we're reading them. We've read them.
Yes, we've read them. Petty Jean says, Rowlett is just east of Dallas. Shiloh says, Hobit, I still...
Okay, just east of Dallas.
Yeah. I'll be over there around Granbury. No, that's
No.
west. east of Dallas. It's gonna be over towards Tyler
Okay.
and that area.
Okay. Okay.
Shiloh says, I still listen to AM radio. Gives the road and weather updates. The 8s. On the 8s. 708, 718, etc. Yes, I miss that. When I lived in the Dakotas, I lived in South Dakota for several years. You knew if you switched over to the AM station on the 8s, you had the weather. You knew what the roads were like.
Right.
Lori Carp is in the house. Says, hey, Rusty, Rachel, and Desi, I am listening but eating.
Ooh, what are you
we
eating?
Trish Keene says, hey, Lori.
We had leftovers for supper. Listen, we had a big old cookout last night, and
Big old cookout.
I shot some video. If you were on our Saturday morning live, and I said I need to go home and get some baking done because I'm making a carrot cake and I'm making a German chocolate cake, and I got to get that stuff done tonight. And blah, blah, I didn't. I started cooking. I started baking at
Procrastination Station.
noon, 4 hours before the cookout. Yeah, yesterday. But it all got done. And so, yeah. And it's not procrastination. I explain it in the video. I shot video. It is working well under pressure.
Yes.
And I say that, and I didn't work real well under pressure because I didn't shoot the video on making the charro beans because by then everybody was here and grandbabies, and I just made them.
Yep.
By then I'm like in survival mode. Just make the food. Just make the
Get
food.
it done.
Everybody's hungry.
Jovita says, I haven't listened to AM since I was a child. I listened on a Yogi Bear AM transistor radio I got for my birthday.
Oh, Yogi Bear.
Hey, boo-boo. Let's go steal a picnic basket.
Yeah, picnic basket.
Petty Jean says, I went from California to Rowlett, Texas, and back in less than 3 days.
Wow,
That's hooked up.
Yeah, that's what is it, turn and burn?
Yep, turn and burn.
We did a little bit of hot shotting one winter. Those turn and burns, they get old fast. And we were going from Sand Springs, Texas, Texas. From Sand Springs, Oklahoma to
Elkhart, Indiana.
Indiana. We were.
GPS says it takes 34.5 hours to make it round trip.
Yeah.
That is a fallacy.
And I have a question. Anybody that lives up close to Chicago, what the heck is the deal with a 55 mile per hour speed limit way out of Chicago?
On the interstate.
On the interstate, I mean, I may or may not have driven the 55 mile, but I was staying up with traffic. But I'm like, what? It is not for real. And everybody's going like 80.
Oh, Rachel
90,
was driving
I
that
don't know.
dually. I'm kicked back. I said, you're loving this, aren't you? She said, oh man, this is awesome. 85 and 90 miles an hour in a hammer lane, and she's still being passed. I mean.
But it said 55, and that
yeah,
first
it said
I
posted it was at 55, and
I'm like, surely that's a.
It was a suggestion.
Yeah, I guess. You know, my little GPS just stayed in red.
Lori Larkin says, hello, just finished supper. What did we have, Lori?
Hi,
Lori
Lori.
Carp says, hey everyone, can't tag right now. She's still not going to answer what she's having for supper. She's just going to keep us in suspense.
Keep us in suspense.
Shiloh Acres says, Rusty, living in Michigan, road and weather is definitely important when on the road as much as I am.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
I bet.
Jovita says, leftover barbecue from my cousin and I.
Yum.
Awesome. Lori Larkin says, hey, Mike at Mike Birch. Making it home is in the house. Says, hello.
Welcome.
Trish Keene says, sounds like driving in Dallas.
Dallas, I've never driven. It just scares me so much. Rusty drives in Dallas. I didn't drive in downtown Chicago. We drove the outskirts of Chicago. But
and I've never had that much luck driving in Dallas. Dallas, you're always driving. You get stuck in the hammer lane at posted speed limit 65. Oh, we're going to drive 63 today. But then you get in the HOV lane and it's like 90. So we're lucky enough that there's always two of us.
at least.
At least. And we jump in the HOV lane and I book it just as much as I can. O'Rourke's Littlefield is in the house. Says, hey guys.
Jamie.
A happy late birthday, Jamie.
Yes, happy birthday. It's today, isn't it?
No, Saturday. Or is it today?
When's your
don't know.
birthday, Jamie? So Allie's birthday was yesterday and Johnny's birthday was yesterday.
Yes. Sheila says, we all love it that you read out loud.
Nice.
Mike Birch says, what did you have for supper, Lori Larkin?
Calling you out, Lori.
Jamie says, hey, Lauren and Joel. Making it home says, Jovita, hey, sister, did you see? No, she didn't see. She's been covered up today.
Do you see what I see?
Never.
Oh, that makes me think of winter.
Ah,
Oh,
feels
I want it to
good.
be cold.
We don't want it to be cold.
Lori says, top sirloin steak, potatoes, fresh frozen beans from the garden last year, and pickled beets.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you should have
That
called.
sounds amazing.
You should have called. Way to come over. Let's see.
It was Saturday.
Okay, Saturday.
Jamie's birthday was Saturday. Jamie, we've been watching your videos. I try to comment. A lot of times I watch on TV, but you guys just crack us up, dude. I
Oh.
mean, y'all are getting so much done.
You're
but
getting so much done.
we love it, dude. We just sit and laugh. But yeah, it was just crazy. Kevin, I was
Yeah.
like, gone. Kevin up on the rafters was just really like, I was like, I think I held my breath the whole time he was up there.
I'm like, that dude knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's like, he's got this. And then that fan, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that fan is gonna fall. And no, y'all knew what you were doing, but it was just like, I'm holding my breath. That's probably what people feel like watching us, but it was just like, ooh.
Yes. Kath Walden is in the house. Says, oh my goodness, I need to set a reminder. I keep forgetting to come in, and I so love your channel and this
Aw.
warm and embracing tribe of yours.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Kath.
Ed says, hello, making it home. Mimi B says, I used to deliver RVs out of Elkhart, Indiana. Longest trip I did was to Arizona from Indiana
Wow.
to Atlanta. That's what we
We
were
were
doing.
doing,
We were
yep.
picking up RVs up there and dragging them down
Yep.
to Tulsa.
I wouldn't pull them back. I'm like, listen, I'll drive up there pulling the brand new thousands of dollars RVs. Yeah, that's on you.
Yeah, I didn't care. It's insured. Elaine says, Lori Larkin, Rusty, he had pickled beets. I know, and she didn't call me.
I planted more beets. And we got pickled beets from Julie Highstan.
Yes. Oh, all right. Jovita says, Lauren and Joel have recently reached their 1,000 mark and making it
Yay,
home.
congratulations, you
That
guys.
is awesome. Where are you guys at on your watch hours?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Where are you guys at?
Dana Mason says, made Tim cabbage, corn, lima beans, broccoli, and roasted potatoes. First real meal that he's eaten in a while.
Wow,
That sounds awesome.
sounds so good.
Mimi B says, did it in a week.
Whew,
That's flat moving,
that is
Mimi.
moving, yep. You have to. Time is money when you're doing that.
Mr. and Miss Walter Job Jr. says, that sounds delicious at Dana Mason. Whistle stop. Here, Ed says, longest trip I've ever taken was from Massachusetts to California, coast to coast.
Coast to coast.
Wanda Henry's in the house.
Hi, Wanda.
Shiloh says, Rachel, did you by chance show Amy that Indian fry bread recipe I sent to you to compare it if it's like hers?
I did not. I need to send it to her because I haven't seen her. They were planning on possibly coming yesterday, so I was going to show her yesterday, and then they were not able to because they were too busy building some stuff on their channel, and that video dropped today, so go check that out. But yeah, so but yeah, I'll just send it to her because I don't know when I'll see her again. So oh, I
Yes.
guess I saw her Saturday, but I didn't even think about it. We were at the market.
Mimi B says, I only did the new ones, laugh out loud. That's what we were pulling. We were going up there and picking them up from the factory. And like I say, Rachel, didn't bother Rachel. She drove up, I drove back.
Yeah.
Jamie says, we had a huge argument. He wouldn't turn power off to the fan. Laugh out loud. I left. Don't need to take, did it, but did you die? Did he die? No. So he's fine. Leave the man alone. Let him do his job and just be happy.
No, don't, because then when he gets hurt, then you're the one that has to take care of him, and he's a baby if he's a man.
What?
So
What?
don't leave him alone.
You made me quit working the other day. For
Oh,
a
I
day.
know, but I'm saying, I'm not talking about that. Now his feelings are hurt. Hey, let's get
I'm
an
gonna go
argument
home.
online.
I'm gonna go home.
Huge ratings.
Huge ratings.
Huge ratings.
Kath Wallen says, true confessions. I had chicken nuggets and strawberries and yogurt for dessert.
Yum! That
I think
sounds
I am
good.
4 years old. Hey, there is nothing wrong with a little bit of nuggets once in a while.
I had a fruit salad. No, I'm playing.
Yummy, yummy.
We had leftovers.
Mama Murphy's in the house. Says, hello and howdy.
Hello, Mama Murphy.
Dana Mason said, I had cotton pork chops to go with it, but he said all he wanted was veggies and finished with watermelon.
He had gotten pork chops to go with it.
No, I had gotten pork. What did I say?
Cotton.
Oh,
Cotton pork chops.
Cottonwood Ridge.
be a little dry. Ruby McGilver's in the house. My husband and I were RV transporters for 6 years out of Elkhart.
Cool. That's cool. Look,
Isn't that
small
not
world.
awesome?
Small world.
Cass says, longest road trip for me was from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada to Redding, California. 20 hours if you drove straight through. We did it in 3 days.
Wow.
Making it home says, we blew the doors off our watch hours and subs thanks to DD5 and Come On. Just waiting for YouTube to catch up with the count, but we are monetized.
Yay, that's so
Whoop,
awesome.
That is awesome, you guys.
Yes.
Trish Keene says, I had chicken and rice today.
Arroz con pollo. What does it say? Arroz con pollo. Quiero casar. What?
I don't know.
Quiero casar con una mujer que sabe qué hacer arroz con pollo. That's rice and chicken.
Rice and chicken, because we ain't got no choice but rice and chicken. That's what we're
No,
eating.
that's not.
Oh, that's not what that
No,
said?
that's
Oh.
papas con huevos. It says chicken and rice, chicken and rice. I want to marry a woman that knows how to make chicken and rice.
I did.
That's what it says. That's what the song says.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Ruby says, we each had our
Hey,
own
quit.
pickups.
Yeah, over there, and just bring your chair over here so you can be in the live.
No, I'm chilling. I have the wind right
Then
Okay,
sh-
so then
You are so
Ruby says,
mean.
we each had our own pickups, then we also drove the motorhomes.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. The guy we were pulling him for, I talked to him and he's like, yeah, man, I'm trying to think of a better way to pull these small campers because, you know, it paid the same whether he's pulling a fifth wheel camper or the little bitty bumper poles that you can pull behind an SUV. I told him, I said, you've got that big gooseneck trailer. He said, what do you mean? I said, you can get at least 3 of them on there. He's like, oh. So he rigged up a ramp to go between the ramps, and he backed up the 3 small trailers on the big trailer and hauled them down, and then he got paid 3 times for 1 trip.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Tammy Lawrence is in the house.
Hi, Tammy.
Betty Jean and I went from South Carolina to California in 3 days. There was 3 of us in a moving truck.
Whew.
Kath Wallen says, oh wait, I forgot going all the way from upstate New York to Miami and an old type bench seating school bus.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's a long one there.
Yes.
Jamie says, I told him, well, it will be in video that I posted if he died. That I protested if he died. Oh,
Your wall
Lord.
is going to look amazing. That wall that
Yes,
you're
it
putting
is.
together. It's already
And you-
looking so amazing.
And you guys, if you're wondering what we're talking about, go over and check out O'Rourke's Littlefield.
Yes.
They are awesome. If somebody can throw their channel up there, it would be awesome.
Yes, yes.
Well, let's see. Mama Murphy says, just got electricity back on. Tractor came by and hit the line during the storm. Oh, no.
no.
Cass says, that's wonderful making it home. I'll have to go look at your channel. Can one of the mods here post your link?
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
Absolutely. Jamie says, making it home, Mike's an angel. Super awesome what he does for channels. Yes. I tell you what, the 2 most helpful guys in this community that I can be honest, is Mike at DD5 and Drew at Drew's Lens. Those 2 guys are all about going and,
And helping people, just helping all the time. Yes, they are awesome.
Jovita says, I want to marry a woman that can cook rice and chicken.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Cass says, Rachel, I assume that Indian fried bread was the same as what we call bannock up here in Canada, but it's not, it appears.
I don't
Don't
know. Honestly, I've never made fry bread, so, but I was looking at the recipes, and most of it is just, it's like fried tortillas, flour
Yeah.
tortillas, honestly. So,
Okie is in the house.
Hey,
What's up,
JB?
JB? Hey Wanda, Cass says, hey Wanda, it's so good seeing you. Betty we used to get renegade toter homes. The drivers would drop them off and would be on a plane home in an hour.
Wow.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. said, glad your power is back. And Mom Murphy, I hope the person that hit the line wasn't hurt.
Right. That's scary.
Mimi B says, hi Wanda, I hope you're doing well. And let's jump down here by saying hi to JB.
JB.
Mama Murphy says, thanks. No one was hurt, just out of AC all day while they fixed it. Somebody was hurt.
Yeah.
You. I know you. This heat would have been killing me if I'd have been without AC today. Jamie says, thank you guys.
Yes.
Wanda says, I'm doing much better. Thanks, Mimi. JB says, hey, Bobby at Petty Jean River Homestead.
Petty Jean.
Jamie says, did the old dog stick around?
No,
she did not.
She is a roamer. So we have a whole story on that. We were actually going to drop a video about her because we thought she was ours, but we can just tell the story here, right? So Rusty took her to the vet to see if she was chipped.
And she was microchipped. The owner contacted me right away. And he said that he lives about 3 hours from here, but he had given her to his sister 35 miles from us. And they'd been looking for her since the tornadoes come through Bartlesville. He said, so we've been looking for her for about 3 weeks. He said, they said at the shelter that you guys might be interested in keeping her. I'm like, yeah, I mean, we don't want to keep somebody's dog. I said, but that's a heck of a trek, 35 miles for that dog. And she's still looking for home. But he said, no, he said, they wanted her to have a good home. They couldn't keep her around. So we tried to keep her here. She wouldn't stay here. She kept roaming.
And we kept getting phone calls like, your dog is up, because everybody figured out where she was. She stayed here for like 11 days and, or 2 weeks. It was well over 2 weeks.
Almost 3 weeks she stayed here.
Yeah. And so people like, oh, your dog is here. So we kept going to go get her. And then it was like, there's no way she's not going to stay. She wouldn't stay in a fence. She just kept going. So we decided, well, she's probably roaming. So Rusty reached out to the last person that posted on Facebook, there's this dog here. And he talked to them. Well, then the guy showed up here and he said, well, he's been kind of house to house over there. And he said, I'll see if I can find her a home. And we're like, we really like her and we wish we could keep her, but she just doesn't stay. She wouldn't stay in with the goats. She just wouldn't stay. And so he found her a home. So we got a message today.
Yep, got a message today. I was messaging back and forth with a lady that actually lives about a mile from here. And she said that she's taken her in the house. Said she loves being in the house. She does great with her other dogs. And she's going to be training her to work with her sheep and goats.
Yeah. So she said she's got a plan and she's going to take her to her vet on Monday, I think is what she said. Oh, I guess today is Monday.
Yeah.
But she was going to take her to her vet and get her checked out. Well, the guy that owned her before said that he was going to send her adoption papers to us so that we can as much history as he knows about her. She's 7. And her name is actually Honey. And so that was cool. It's almost like once we realized her name, that's when she left.
Yeah.
Like she started coming to us because we were calling her Snuffy. Maybe she was like, listen, I'm trying to be in the witness protection program and you guys are messing it up.
Yes. Let's get back up here.
Sorry, we got talking.
No, that's okay. Making Home says, thanks y'all. Mike and Alyssa were the ones to talk us into doing a channel.
Awesome.
Jamie, Puroki says, hey Jamie, good to see you, girl. Shiloh says, Mike is an awesome helper if he can stay upright. Y'all know I'm teasing as I adore him.
Down.
He is. That drifter down is a real saying when Mike's out. Wanda Henry says, congrats Lauren and Joel. So happy for you guys. Kath says, bannock is a traditional bread made by First Nations people in Canada. It is more like baking powder biscuits than a tortilla, but it can be fried as well. It is best baked over an open flame. and I lost her, you guys. She's gone. No longer responding. Oh, here she comes back. Are you gonna respond now? Okay.
I couldn't talk when I was going up there. They just scattered.
Did you hear my explanation of the bannock?
Uh-uh.
It says bannock is a traditional bread made by First Nations people in Canada. It is more like baking powder biscuits than a tortilla, but it can be fried as well. It is best baked over an open flame.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Y'all, look at this baby. There's
Meow.
5 of them. Little bitty babies. And we're trying to tame them down because they
Cass
like
says
to
that's
scatter.
wonderful news about the pup.
Oh.
Cass said, oh, Making It Home says, Kath, thank you and thanks for the explanation of bannock bread.
Yes, thank you so much.
Cass says, I am not First Nations, but we used to wrap the dough around a clean stick and toasted it over a fire like you would a hot dog. That sounds good.
Look at her little whiskers, just a blowing in the wind.
Shiloh says, so Big Booty Judy number 2 found a forever home.
Big booty Judy, yes.
Oh, she got the other
Yeah.
striped one.
They're just letting you walk up and grab them now.
Wow.
That one's crying. It's probably a boy.
Are you a boy? Oh. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh, JB says, oh, it's Johnny.
Johnny, I thought it was Mama.
Oh, let's see. JB says, Rusty and Rachel, if you're looking for a guardian dog, Carrie Oak has a litter getting ready to be weaned.
Aww.
Wanda says, we did that also, Kath. That's awesome. Joyce Bashaw is in the
Hi,
house.
Joyce.
Hello, everyone. I'm late, never late, never late. Hi, Joyce. Kath says, Rachel, where are you?
Right.
I lost her.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Desi's got that one spun
Got
up.
one crying. Must be a boy. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. says, yes, thanks for the explanation. I was thinking
Desi,
bannocks
do
were
you
like
need help?
bang it.
They all took off running.
Oh, Elaine says, oh, kittens.
Yes.
Cass says, okay, so who is listening to Rusty now at all as we're all looking at the kitty? True confessions now, people. Yeah, yeah. Who's listening to the big ugly guy when there's cute little kitties out here?
Oh, look at this baby.
Shiloh says, okay, I need to know, is the fry bread like the chalupa bread? I want to make Taco Bell chalupas at home. It
So
could be.
Yeah, a lot like it. Just fried. It's a fried flour
It
tortilla.
just needs to be a little bit thinner.
Yeah. Yeah, it's...
And Mimi B says, I'm listening, Rusty.
Aw, see, you have your faithful followers.
Yes. Elaine says, hello, Lori Carp. I can't believe how all 5 of these kittens, guys, once you get them caught, they do. They just let you love on them. Just got to be quick to get.
So she gets another one. You're
Ralph
gonna have
Carnegie
them
is
all
in the
crying.
house.
No,
He
it's
says,
not.
Ralph says, hey.
I wanted to whack them.
You
But
want
did
to show it? Is that what you're wanting to do? Get over here and show it?
You want me to show you?
He says, yes, I want you to show me.
Yes. You're holding up our live.
He is actually.
No, not him.
Just kidding.
I think this one's
Oh.
a girl.
There's Nader.
Bingit. She's not sure about the spelling. It's a French word. Think New Orleans. Fried donuts.
That's
Baguette.
no.
I know how to say baguette bread. That's French.
Now I can't think of it.
Uh,
Yeah, and there's a place there in New Orleans that's famous for them.
Elaine Buchka says, I was listening while looking at the kitty.
I know, right? Isn't he sweet?
Cass says, yeah, it's not as fluffy or sweet as a benite, or however you spell it, and you don't get covered by powdered sugar unless you decide to eat it with a lot of raspberry jam and powdered sugar.
That sounds
Oh.
amazing.
Jamie says, black cats are special. Yes,
Yes,
and out
we
of the
have-
5 kittens, we have 2.
Yes, we're so excited.
Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job, thank you, Lauren. I might have misspelled it. Kath says, now I'm craving carbs and I don't do gluten. I wish I didn't do gluten.
I wish I didn't do carbs. You know, I did the keto diet for a while. I mean, but the first 3 months that I did keto, I dropped 30 pounds. And this was back in 2017, 2018, 2019. And I kept to it all the way through. And then I just started eating the carbs again. So I really, really need to do it again. I felt good when I did that.
We've talked about it. She's like, "Are you ready? I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready." Apparently, we're not ready because we ain't doing it.
Yeah. Well, and it'd be good for Rusty's diabetes. It really would.
Lori Carp says the fry bread we have is thicker than a tortilla. Yes, fry bread's probably about so thick. I'll get down here so you can see my fingers.
Yeah. Yeah, so he was saying thinner for the chalupa, which would be it's just like a fried corn tortilla. When we go to the Mexican restaurant, I usually order a molcajete, and it's got like shrimp and chicken and beef, and it's so good. And it's all cooked together in this salsa stuff, and it
Please.
has
Throw it away.
uh,
Oh, another one.
and it has a fried flour tortilla, and then you put it in. And it's really
Yes.
good. Really good.
Shiloh says, I want a torty or calico. Our orange tabby sadly is so sick, having a hard time taking him to the vet to
So
him down.
Hmm.
Mimi B says it's pronounced beignet.
Beignet. Thank you. I couldn't think of it.
And Cass says, Mimi, yes. Now how to spell it is a question. Google.
Google. So this one is like a little gray tabby, but I think, has the little orange splotches, kind of like a calico. There was an orange tabby that was running around here, wreaking havoc on everything, but it was a tomcat, and he did get, sure that he had gotten to our mama cat, but apparently he did at some point.
Yeah. Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank is in the
Tara.
house. Says been lurking, cooking, and clearing up dinner.
Nice.
But have been here listening from the top of the hour. Hello, Robertsons.
Hello, Tamra.
Bartender.
Johnny's on the tent.
Oh, I was like, what happened? Is it blowing away?
Kim says Cafe du Monde. Du Monde?
Okay. Yes, that's the famous place where
Okay.
they do the beignets.
Tamara says babies.
Yes.
A
We're
Cass-
behind, huh?
Cass says I need to get back on keto. It really helps with the inflammation with a neurological condition that I live with all my life.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Everybody's saying hello to Tamra, hello Lori, hello JB. Hey, Wanda says, Kath, have you ever tried apple cider vinegar daily? It helps with most issues.
I've heard that has some great benefits, and it's crazy because we put it in our like our chicken's water and stuff, so we know that it has great benefits. But should start that.
Dana says beignets. Cass says Google Pants betrayed me. It wouldn't figure out my typos for the word.
Type in French donuts, and then you'll get eclairs and
French donuts, and you might not know what you might not want to know what you get. Who knows? Making it home says, but beignets don't use Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, that's right. Cafe du Monde,
Cafe du Monde.
which just means cafe of the world.
Okay. Mr. Walter Job Jr. says, laugh out loud. I asked my husband, that's the spelling he come up with. I took
Pretty
Spanish,
close.
not French in school.
I took French in school, but that was a long darn time ago.
Not as long as it was for me. Wanda Henry said, I lost 30 pounds on it in 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it was for me. I just started dropping and unstoppable. But I was also doing like a supplemental program with it. So I was doing shakes and like meal replacement shakes, and then there were also all these supplements that went with it. They were good supplements. But there was like one that speeds up your metabolism, and one that all these different supplements, and it was expensive. Like the shakes was like $75 for a 60 serving, I think it was. And so it just got so expensive with the supplements and stuff. And when I stopped doing the supplements, I couldn't stick to the keto.
Yeah.
Like without those supplements, I craved sugar so bad, craved the carbs so bad. And so, and I don't want to spend that kind of money. It's a great, great, very
program.
very successful. But it's very, very expensive. So if you're on a budget, you know,
Yes.
I mean, on a small budget. If you're on a beer budget, you can't have that champagne taste, right?
Right. Shiloh says, I sadly lost my beautiful tortie girl in our house fire. There's just something digging at me that I need another female.
Yes, definitely. I'm so sorry.
Simply Jan is in the house. Says, hey, Rusty and Rachel.
Oh, hi, Jan.
Wanda says, okay, I lost 30 pounds. Trish says, I tried using apple cider vinegar for a while, but it upset my stomach too much. Cass says, you can always tell when tourists leave the cafe in New Orleans. They're covered with white powdered sugar. Impossible to eat one without getting covered.
Right. That's kind of like the powdered sugar donuts. We call them cocaine donuts.
Yeah, they're cocaine donuts.
Everybody's covered.
Cass says, yeah, you can do keto for very cheap, or you used to be able to until the price of meat skyrocketed.
Yeah.
I never took a single supplement and lost over 70 pounds
That's
on keto.
awesome. That is amazing willpower. Also, and this is, I know these are excuses, but also, I mean, I'm Mexican, so we eat a lot of carbs. So it was a huge change for me. Like I couldn't eat beans and I couldn't eat rice and I couldn't eat, well, tortillas obviously, and I couldn't eat, but I did learn how to make things very flavorful, still Mexican food, still awesome, but it was a culture shock, like literally a culture shock for me. Like I'm like, wait a minute, but this is, you know, normal. Traditionally, you go on a diet, you don't eat the sweets, but you can have fruit. Keto, you can't.
Keto,
You
have
have
the fruit.
a few berries, but not fruit. Too many sugar.
I'm not a fruit eater anyway.
But I mean, it was a huge culture shock because, you know, we eat a lot of fruits, you know, we eat a lot of the
She likes fruits.
whatever. Like, you know, like I was talking about with the chamoy and things like that. I mean, it was huge. Like everything that we grew up, sopas, everything that we grew up eating and that were fillers and that would feed a lot and can't eat it. And
Right.
so it, you know, and also, you know, you got the kids coming, they're used to mama food. They're used to people that come to your house that are used to, like, I want to go see Rachel because she makes Mexican food. I want to eat Mexican food. And they show up and I'm like, dude, I'm doing keto. So we got the keto version of it, you know, and I can make the Mexican food still, but then it's even that much harder for me not to indulge.
It's even harder for me not to indulge in both.
Yeah, so it gets crazy. And I know those are all excuses. If I wanted to do it, I would have already done it. I'm gonna take this baby.
JB says, are you following me, Jan? Mrs. Walter Job Jr. says, I actually prefer them dipped in honey instead of being covered in powdered sugar. Makes them taste closer to the Indian fry bread I had in Los Gatos, New Mexico.
Los Gatos, New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
That's the cats.
That's the cats, yes.
That's the cat's meow.
The cat's meow. Tamara says 2 tablespoons apple cider vinegar and 8 ounces of water. Helps burn calories. But how bad does that taste?
Yeah, I heard that. I was like, maybe I should do that.
Trish Keene says, I recently started periodic fasting. I've lost 14 pounds in a week and a half.
Congratulations.
That is awesome, Trish.
Yes.
Tamara says, no doctor. Howdy, Miss Jan. Cass says, rice and beans are so much as a staple in so many South American and Mexican diets. I could see why it would be so hard.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. But with the supplements, I was able to do it because I didn't crave it. And, you know, but it just...
Armida
I just
Perez
need
is
to
in
be-
the hose.
Now, and I say all this, and my ex-sister-in-law, she has lost close to 200 pounds, I think. She's been doing it for a couple of years.
For about 2 years.
And she actually makes food to sell. So she still cooks all the Mexican food and sells her food, and I'm just like, I'm blown away. I'm like, how do you do? But she also does the supplements, and I'm like, well, that's how, because you just, I don't know, it's different. If you know, if I ever won the lottery, I guess you have to play to win, right?
Yep.
You know.
2 minutes to the top of the hour.
Nope, it's the top of the hour now.
Oh,
We're just behind.
okay. I've been silent. Armida says I've been silently lurking. Bye, night, y'all. Hi,
Armida,
Trish.
bye.
Hi. 3 minutes. Armida, hi. Tamara says, love you guys. Have an amazing evening, everyone. Cass says, oops, it's 2 minutes to the top of the hour. Troy says, howdy.
Troy.
Troy, I need to call you when this is over.
Uh-oh, you're in trouble. You're in trouble, mister.
Jamie says, I try to live carnivore, under 20 carbs, no sugar. I've lost 50 pounds.
Jamie, that's so awesome. So Michelle, my friend, she's done the carnivore diet before, and we've talked extensively about, you know, we really need to do all of that stuff, but she also has a lot of autoimmune type things where inflammation and things like that. Well, and that was before the cancer. So, you know, but yeah, the carnivore diet, it sounds a lot like really close to the keto diet. So
Yes. Okay, everybody's saying bye-bye. Hey, Mike. Monica Ocampo is in the house. Elaine says, have a great evening. Wanda says, only supplement I take is D3K2.
nice.
Our cabin in the woods is in the house.
Hi.
Hey, guys, sorry, finally just got in the house. I guess good night.
Pretty close.
And
Yeah.
hi, Tony. Shiloh says, and I have learned rice and beans are a staple. Why other countries, their people live longer? Yeah, could be. Cass
There you
says
go.
carnivore is unbelievably restrictive.
Yes, yes. So it's a lot, like there's not the carbs, but I mean, it's carnivore. You're
Yeah,
eating meat.
a lot of meat.
You know. But anyway, you guys, it's 8:02. I can't believe the hour's over
The
already.
hour's
It
gone
happens
already.
every time.
Yes.
But time doesn't stop for us. Can you imagine?
That's just dumb. JB, fix that for us. Stop time for us.
Stop time.
I know JB can do that.
JB can do anything.
That's right.
All right, you guys, we love y'all so much. Thank you so much for being here again for another week, and we will be catching up with you guys. It's pretty sad when I'm sitting up here, I'm taller than, you know, whatever. But anyway, love you guys.
Night, guys.